Hello, it's Andrew Westhof with Homes Mortgage Lending, and this is your mortgage interest rate market update for February 1st, 2024. So yesterday, the biggest news we have is the Fed meeting, so we'll mostly talk about that. So the Fed did not raise or increase the Fed funds rate, which is exactly what we expected to happen at this meeting. So no surprise there at all. There was some optimism previously in the past month or two that they could be lowering the Fed funds rate at their March meeting. But that optimism has waned leading up to yesterday's Fed funds meeting, and Jerome Powell all but said we're not going to decrease the Fed funds rate in March. So very little chance of that happening at this point. But that was already mostly priced into the market, so that didn't really affect things too much. What's affecting markets positively is that, at least the mortgage interest rate market positively, is that the Fed basically said they're going to decrease the Fed funds rate most likely 3 to 4 times in 2024. So very good for interest rates, and that there's very little chance that they're going to increase the Fed funds rate. They don't see much need to being able to do that. And as they've kind of been saying all along, they're going to stay focused on the data. They basically said we're seeing the data that we want to see as far as inflation and other market data. However, we just want to see a continuance of the trend before we commit to lowering the Fed funds rate. So investors are taking that news very positively, and that's positively impacting mortgage rates. Other economic news this past week has been pretty mixed, but overall interest rates have dipped a little bit, not a ton, but a decent chunk. So definitely good news there. And the overall outlook is for them to continue that trend. Nothing crazy. We don't expect rates to all of a sudden drop, a 0.25%, 0.5% in the coming weeks. But a little, it's favoring it going down a little bit versus going up a little bit. Tomorrow we get jobs data, the Friday jobs report. That's the biggest news that's coming up before next week. So hopefully this was helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks so much.